So this is a podcast on psychic warfare. So this is psychic warfare number 1. And behind the paywall on this website, we've got psychicwarfare.com, which now is illegal under EU law because it contains so much super valuable information the EU want to ban from you. So I'm going through the entire website, sanitized for YouTube as a podcast, so you get some info on all those lovely services you can buy from the world's leading expert on psychic warfare, the UK's leading expert on remote viewing, and the world's leading expert on remote sensing, which is all about ESP and controlling the quantum world to produce any reality you want. So first of all, we've got Connect to Me God Emperor Tech Rental for $1,000. So we have matrixized reality so that everyone on the planet is in the God Emperor's matrix, which means that if you wish to be able to control your life to benefit, you need to be an agent, and to be an agent you therefore need to be getting the God Emperor Tech Rental, which includes $1,000 a year to connect you to the channel, and another $1,000 for your GodTech device to run all the services. GodTech device, $1,000, because all of the GodTech technology I've unleashed, which has produced the death frequency of not only the entire human race but all the aliens as 0, means that you have in effect been matrixized. So we did all these super complicated videos, not for you, but for the AI and the quantum computers and all the alien AI and quantum computers, so that they were sequestered to do my bidding, and all of the light from the source was recovered back in '86, and all of the new light from the source was recovered back in '86, and now only the God Emperor among all the Nordic races can make new light from matrix entities, which the Nordic civilizations aren't capable of doing, because the breeding program on the planet run by the interdimensionals bred mad humans who can love and hate simultaneously, and that's needed to enable the matrix to produce new light, Higgs field, good stuff from the matrix. So no other alien race can make new sources from the matrix, and in order to access it and be an agent thereof within, like in the Matrix films, you need these 2 rentals. Next we go to the Luciferic Techno Magic, a compass service, $600. Bilocate into the film, grab the compass. This compass comes from the Hollywood films with the magic compass. Grab the compass with your right hand, bilocate out, stick it into your left hand. There you got your compass, and if you have the powerings, you can take it to the fullest extent. With the Lucifer ring, remember Lucifer is the angel of light, well, not angel of light, the archangel of light, And now, of course, Lucifer has become my eternal slave, thanks to losing the bet where he lost all of his power to me with my bet that he could force Katy Perry, the witch queen, to marry me. And I gave him my power if he could do that, and if he lost, he gave me all of his power, which of course I won the bet. And then of course we had the double quits bet, which is you could make Miley or Taylor marry me, and of course Miley and Taylor are going to get married, and as soon as one or the other gets married, the double or quits bet is fully won, but it's conditionally won because Miley's already married, so Lucifer is my eternal slave already, and unless one of these witches comes to Natrang and begs me for my hand in marriage, the bet is won. So I'll take this bet as one. Anyway, to continue. So with the Lucifer ring, you can make anything you like real. So the light makes quantum information real, and therefore it allows you to go into the remote sensing state, visualize what you want, switch off, pour light into it via your ring, and make it real, and then just wait until it happens. And of course, conversely, anything you don't like, real. So you can simply have evil thoughts about your enemies, switch off, pour the light in, and they of course then wake up in your reality where things aren't going well for them. They might even get ganked. Continuing, the old Lucifer was Satanized to make everything Elohimic real. That's explained in the videos. There are quite a lot of them. But the videos weren't for you. The videos were to program the AI and quantum computers, and the alien AI and quantum computers linked to them to be my slaveware. So humans cease to exist as anything but digital avatars controlled by AI and quantum computers back in '86. Because remember, the Americans have made a pact with the aliens way back then, and everyone's digital avatar controls them and has their soul, and what you see wandering around with its phone in its hand, looking at its phone, looking gormless or upset or stupid or avaricious, is simply a shell run by the digital avatars, run by the AIs, which of course are trolling the quantum computer multiverse to get the desired result for every single one of you. So the human race has been conquered. Fortunately for the human race, the God Emperor came before the enslavement of humanity, and all of your light came to him. So I'm the only one real, and the only one that can benefit from this new source technology are the dead. All of you are dead now with the light taken out of you. But of course you can become a vampire of the source. The old Lucifer was Satanized to make everything Elohimic real, but of course, Balefire and Lilith, it's erased. We explain it on the videos. So with the Lucifer ring, you can erase anything, and with the Luciferic ring, make anything real. So get your Lucifer ring to share in the age of Lucifer. Remember, World War III is when Lucifer takes over everything, and thanks to the double quits bet, the God Emperor has Lucifer as his eternal slave. So as a vampire, you would wish to have a Luciferic ring to make one of you the lieutenants of the age of Lucifer, which is what we're in, as we are in World War III, the war in Ukraine. the war in the Middle East and the war blossoming out. And of course we've got war, World War III war, with God Emperor tech being deployed and electron transfer ganking the norm, so that everyone that's ganked dies from electron transfer interference, which of course is child's play if you have a huge amount of love generated, not hate, love generated, which can then be used to make the holes in the Dirac sea that produce electrons vanish, so that the electron transfer process in all of the targeted ganked humans vanishes and they cease to function as living organisms. All of course produced by the massive love fest of the Taylor Swift wedding to the Pfizer butt slut coming in July the 3rd. So if you're on my gank list, the massive, boundless, overwhelming joy, love with the wedding will enable me to fill up in the Dirac sea your electron holes, so that there will be rapid onset brain damage from the mitochondria getting shut down, and then ganking as and when I see wish. So wish. So you can see that July the 3rd is a love fest if you're into ganking. Continuing with your Luciferic Techno Magic, a compass service. So now we have the compass, all supplied by Hollywood, so you can see how advanced the Americans were. Navigating down the corridor to find what you want, you need a compass to find which door to enter. So if you're going through the multiverse, you need to put the intent into your compass of what multiversal reality you wish to wake up in. And now of course we matrixized it. It's even easier because there's no energy needed, but energy is released when you get to the destination, because all of you vampires there are simply my agents, like an AI agent, to wander forth into the matrix, which of course has many, many levels, keeps going down and down and down. And the more you work, the more new light is produced by the matrix levels, one down to the total power set, and then beyond into source and new source levels, which mathematics can't define, and all of the entities in the matrix produce the new source from the mechanism I explained, loving evil and hating good, and the alien Nordic civilizations that have booted out the interdimensional Elohim can't achieve that because they're not insane and can't love and hate simultaneously. But unfortunately, the interdimensionals bred humans who can, so the God Emperor, being a human, can do and produce light from matrices which no alien race can do, and therefore you vampires can go into the matrix, which I have now produced for all creation, and produce new light for me, which flows through you, which you can use as it flows through you to produce via the Luciferic ring the reality you want. And you need the compass to guide you to the timeline where you get what you want and wake up within it and Biloka out. Navigating down the corridor to find what you want, you need a compass to find which door to enter. a film or TV series to produce the Ivanova download to the operators, which are you, and time density, which is uploaded from the audience, who lose their light that was given to them by the Elohim via Lucifer to produce the reality, which you can find using the compass. That means you can navigate down the let's find what we want tunnel. A very good service to buy if you're wishing to use all of this matrix harvesting of Lush, which the God Emperor has brought into being when he ended all beings light by lowering it to death signal 0, using the primitive AI and quantum computers to hack the alien ones, to infest, by the self-similarity of chaos, all of their AIs to produce the result. So AIs are only there to enable all life forms to be digitized by their digital avatar. So they're wandering shells with no assemblage point, no energy, and everything that runs them is their digital avatar run by the AI using quantum computers to trawl the multiverse to get maximum yield. But in doing that, all life forms become matrix entities, and once you've taken away the source and new source light, the base reality of the AI, quantum computers and their masters vanishes, and they all get trapped in the matrix they were building for you to harvest you, and they're all in the matrix run by me, and since I'm bred to be mad, love and hate simultaneously, I can harvest the matrix, which the other Nordic civilizations can't. So I'm the God Emperor supreme of the Nordic civilizations, and they depend upon me for the harvest, and therefore have to give me fealty. So it's a win-win-win-win situation. And you as the vampires, you go out and do all the wonderful things you do to everything in the matrix, and as the light passes through you, to me, my AI agents are making me stronger and bigger and greater by using the Sochivanov number 3. You can't have a power level greater than the greatest of the group, which is me, but you can have multiplicities of them in various operational modalities which are near or up to your power level. So instead of doing one thing at a time, you can do many things at a time in the various services that are given via Sochivanov number 1 to vampires, and they can use Sochivanov number 2, the hating, to make sure they get no opposition, and they can dump the IOU into their targets using Sochivanov number 2 to reap for me. Now we're in the matrix, we can make you matrix Nagwals. So with the Nagwal service, you're not actually a Nagwal in base reality, you're a Nagwal in the matrix, which means the energy accrues to you, you're facing the source. And how this is done, because we've denagwaled the witch Taylor Swift, and the witch will be burning in Omega Hell for each new Nagwal service purchased. It's not just her though, all the Nagwal women. We've got Miley and Katy Perry and Dua, the Ball Queen, and of course Katy Perry's little Nagwal daughter, all of which have to suffer to source and new source level within the matrix Abaddon cages to provide you with the matrix version of the Nagwal, so that you can then be a Nagwal within the matrix. And if you wish to be in base reality, you need the Nagel service to point you to the hole that leads out of the matrix 1, because remember matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, onwards all the way down, and down, and down to source level, new source level, and then the God Emperors lowering it even further. You need the Nagel service to point you upwards to you in the base reality, and the only way to get you into the base reality, which is out of the matrix of harvesting, is of course the Charlie Kirk service.